Hi, my dears. Welcome, welcome. Such an honor and a pleasure to welcome you to the video. I'm going to talk to you about the Solstice Gateway and the initiations that we're going through. Very, very intense time. A lot is going on. We're having a lot of opportunities for upgrades. There's a lot of doorways opening for us to absorb more light, more frequency, so that we can become more embodied in our power, in our self worth, in our light, and to be able to resource ourselves. I've noticed from quite a few polls that we've done, and also just connecting in with people, seeing what's going on, and also what I've been feeling that I've been mastering through myself. I've noticed that quite a lot of the initiations that are going on right now is related to energy depletion, relationship dynamics, which then has a impact on money and money blocks. So I know this has been like a regular theme for a lot of people. People are trying to work through their empowerment journey and their empowerment initiations. For example, as you know, money is like a direct mirror or relationship to the power and energy that you hold within you. If you're draining a lot and you're depleting a lot, you're not able to hold your light, you're not able to resource, then the money is going to just reflect that, right? And so, really, the key is, in a sense, not to focus on the money as such. It's more to focus on your power center. It's more to focus on your light and how you're embodying your light and how you're using your energy day to day. And what is it that is creating that depletion? What is it that's creating that exhaustion? What is it that is draining you? And some of these can be unconscious processes, but this is exactly what is coming up to be healed and released is all of these aspects around your energy and around your power. So this is all around the solar plexus, this is all around the light. Your soul is perhaps taking you through a purification process or an initiation process in alignment to the astrology and in alignment to the solstice gateway, so that you can go through these upgrades. In order for us to go through upgrades in our power and light, we then also have to work through all of those circumstances that make us feel disempowered or that make us feel angry or frustrated or um, obligated. So this is all then related to the dynamics that are going on around you and the environments you're in, or how you are interacting or exchanging with your family, friends, loved ones, and what that all means for you, in a sense. Do you see what I mean? So I see the solstice like this archway, this gateway, this doorway of opportunity, a bit like every solstice and I suppose equinox. There are certain gateways that we go through energetically in order to absorb more light. And when you want to absorb more light, this is when the initiations come up, the initiations around holding your power and light, or around how you're going to respond or interact or engage with someone regarding a certain situation or regarding a certain dynamic. And so this is where it all begins, you see? And so this is where we're noticing the difference between our higher self and our lower self. And the lower self is wounded, and most of the times we want to defend ourselves, especially if we're sensitive light workers, right? And then we've got our higher self that is not impacted by the pain and the wounding or by the other person's projection. So there's just a difference there, isn't there? The initiations, really, like I say, is all around resourcing your body, resourcing the solar plexus chakra. In transference healing, which is the lineage that I'm trained in, that I have been for over 12 years or about 12 years, we have what we call the Dragon Power teachings. And Dragon Power is actually a procedure. I just want to show you this book, actually. You might have seen this book. I've mentioned it quite a few times in my courses and things. This is Beyond Doorways by Alexis Cartwright. So this is a really beautiful book. And in there, there's some procedures in here that you can learn. There's one called Dragon Power. And there's a lot of teachings around Dragon Power, actually, a lot to master with that energy. And also, in general, working with the dragon energies, the dragon flame and the dragon energies of our earth, and raising our dragon. This is all part of the process of purification. As you're going through a purification process, what you're trying to do is trying to transmute and alchemize all of this density in your lower chakras. So your base, sacral, solar plexus is like going through a clearing process, clearing all those cords, hooks, and webs, but also those karmic memories, those karmic entanglements, and even genetic weaknesses and ancestral connections. There's so much that is trying to clear, like subconscious wounding and patterning, to allow you to raise your energy up into your heart, to raise your dragon up, right? And so there are, like I say, initiations around even holding your light and holding your dragon power as part of these teachings is being able to respond from the heart or being able to respond from a place of balance. Whereas sometimes when we want to defend, it's all coming from the lower areas and then we're depleting our energy because of the way we're responding or how we're responding, right? And so sometimes it's just about walking away. So basically, all of these situations, all of these dynamics is what can cause us to deplete our light. Because as soon as we respond from a lower self or the lower I am, which is unconditional love there, by the way, there's no judgment in that. It's all mastery and practice. We can then start to begin to, if we master those initiations and really practice that and become more aware of how we're responding and interacting and where our energy is depleting, and are we actually listening to our truth? Are we actually embodying our truth and setting those boundaries in order to create that sacred temple space for yourself, for your body, and honoring yourself? And I always say this is a great question to ask. Is this honoring me right now? Is doing that honoring me? Is saying yes to that honoring me? And that's a really great way of checking in there to see if this is actually in alignment to you. So there are so many circumstances with discernment, discerning the decisions and actions that we take, discerning how we respond, as I said, and also the way that our thought patterns, even, where are our thought patterns going? Are we going into the negative? Or are we able to catch that and actually transmute the emotion that's behind that so that we can shift forward in alignment to a higher self? Or is a huge practice, right? So this is all unresolved emotions and unresolved dynamics that this is what we're learning to master through. We actually have to delve in there and really feel all of that. It's all about feeling. And through feeling our fears, through feeling these dynamics, it's not about being in the head. It's about coming in and really processing that and allowing that to transmute out the body. A lot of clarity can come up when we do that. This is the process of empowerment. How empowering is that to be able to transmute your own fear? When you have fear come up, can you work through it? Can you transmute through it? And when you do that, it's so empowering, right? And you get so much out of it and you feel so good. And this is the part of the process. This is the process that we're all going through. And this is the Solstice Gateway initiation that is really coming up for everyone. It's all about power and light now. But it's not just in that way. It's about it coming in balance with the heart. Of course, that's what it is. But what I'm trying to say is that the theme is around power and light in a sense of the negativity, the distortion, the cords, the webs, the hooks, that the dynamics that we're trying to clear and master through, finding ways of shielding ourselves so that we're still protected. And this is what Dragon Power does, that we're still protected, but we don't have to deplete our energy in order to protect ourselves. Do you see what I mean? I really feel there's a lot of opportunity, like I say, when we're able to master these initiations, because like I say, it's all about being able to preserve your light. And what we don't realize is in the moments where we think we're protecting ourselves or we think that we have to say something, sometimes that is actually depleting the body. And also any overactivity in the mental plane can also be very depleting as well. And take a moment to really sit with all of that and to really focus on the solar plexus area. I really love just touching these areas and really feeling into them and be like, what is here today? Like, what is there? Even asking the solar plexus, like, how do you feel today? Is a great way to really check in. I love doing these little check-ins in the body, and the solar plexus can be one of them. And also the heart. Then, how is my heart feeling today? Like, heart, how are you today? How can I support you today? And just taking those little moments of stillness each day is all it takes to just bring some of that awareness into the body. What I really feel is the abundance and the radiance that wants to come from this gateway. And so, like I said, the more light we can hold and not deplete and not drain, the more abundant and radiant we can become. And therefore, the more we're able to attract through that abundance and more energy you're going to have to break through those fears in order to make that shift in your reality that you really want, in order to have those positive shifts and changes. You need your energy to be resourced in order to do that. And so it can create stuckness when we're stuck in the solar plexus and we're not really shifting through it and we're just maybe just stewing in it. So I do want to do a little meditation today. We also do have, what I want to say is that we do have a Dragon Power event coming up on Saturday. And this takes place in Magdalene Ascension Temple, which is our temple community space for priestesses. And so we're actually going to go deeper into these teachings. I'm going to share with you all about the Dragon Power teachings in the transference healing lineage. And I'm going to go so much deeper into passing these initiations. We're also going to do a transmission around holding your light. And we're going to be working with the golden dragons in order to hold and resource your light. But also I'm going to take you through some of the procedures and tools that you can use every day in order to activate your dragon power, in order to clear and resource your power center. So we're going to be working through that in the workshop on Saturday. So let's just do a little meditation. I really feel to do this. Taking a moment to close your eyes and take some deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take a moment just to honor yourself right now. You may want to place your left hand on your heart, just honoring where you're at and everything you've been through. Honoring you, honoring your body, honoring your circumstances. And set the intent to drop your mind down into your heart as you release all thoughts, feelings, and concerns into the light. Allowing yourself to center within your heart space and feeling your feet rooting down into the crystal core of Mother Earth as you sense or feel a clear quartz crystal beneath your feet, a large one, and allowing your feet to root into that crystal, connecting you into the pure fifth dimensional crystalline grid. This is where you resource your body with light. This is pure source light. Rooting your feet into that clear quartz crystal, absorbing that pure crystalline light up your legs and into your body. Reconnecting back into source light. Allowing that light to come in and resource any part of you, all your chakras, as it works its way all the way up, filling up your entire body. Your lower chakras, your solar plexus, your heart, all the way up through your throat, your crown, and spreading out to your entire aura and energy field, this pure crystalline light. Take a moment to become open and receptive now to this doorway of the solstice. As we set the intent to align to our higher self, as you say, I align to my higher self. I am open and receptive to the light of this gateway. Visualize a gateway of light before you. Allowing yourself to absorb the light. And feel your feet connecting to the earth, where beneath you you have the dragon ley lines. The pure dragon energy runs through our earth. Allowing yourself to become aligned and attuned to that pure dragon energy. Allowing yourself to absorb that dragon light through your feet, up your legs, into your body. Allowing it to make its way up to your heart, filling you up with this pure light, the pure light of the dragon energy, the dragon codes, the dragon ley lines of our earth. feel that pure power through that dragon light, allowing it to resource every aspect of your being, every part of you, every cell. When you're tapped into that source power, you are in alignment to divine will. You are in alignment to your higher self. Notice how that feels, how that changes things in your reality to be connected and tapped into this source light and power of the dragons, of the dragon ley lines, the dragon power. Do you feel more resourced? Are you feeling some or receiving some clarity about things that you need to let go of around you? Dynamics that are no longer in alignment or serving you? Because you are now fully connected to the truth of your heart through the power of the earth beneath you. And we thank the dragon energies, the dragon power frequencies, for this beautiful lineage. Thank you for your light and power. And as we raise that into the heart, that becomes pure love, light, and power. You are in your integrity. You are in your divine truth. You are in alignment to divine will. Your gifts can flow, and you can resource your body to allow abundance to come in. Beautiful. And just grounding back into the earth. Slowly opening your eyes, centering in your heart space. That's the pure dragon power right there. So simple, but so powerful, so resourcing. So guys, we're going to be continuing on these teachings and these transmissions, like I say, in our Dragon Power workshop event this Saturday for the solstice. And so you can find out more on my website on magdalenerosetemple.com if you want to learn more about this lineage and these teachings and really embody it. This is what we're going to do. What I love about the temple community space, actually, because it's just, there's something about being able to master and embody those teachings. It's like receiving the transmission, but then continuing to receive that support in that embodiment process and that mastery process. And that's what I love about the temple community that we have, is that we have that network and that support, and I'm holding the light in there for you. And we have so many transmissions and procedures and tools and everything to support this long-lasting change, right? To support those continual shifts. So that's another great benefit of being in there, being a part of that, if you're drawn to it. Sending you so much love. Many, many blessings.